Another day, another lie, according to Dutch propaganda machine, the Volkskrant. It says, oh, sorry, my bad. It's a news outlet. It says, new escalation in Nexperia feud. China publishes names. Dutch spies. I already had the page translated. I will show you directly before people are coming. Oh, this is fake. Right? But yeah, here's the original. And yeah, I have to pay, so I cannot read from the article. That is why I go to another article that copied it. And this is Eenvandaag. Oh, I put it in Chinese. No, I want to have the original. Right? So this is the original. And here we are. And I will translate it into English. His research showed that China has indeed published names in Chinese on a Hungarian website. Remember, Hungarian website. In addition, it was described how MIVD employees had a lunch with a Taiwanese delegation who visited Amsterdam. Now, MIVD is like intelligence service of the Netherlands, right? Whether they really are names of security service of employees, Hofstede doesn't know. So Hofstede is the person who was talking about that, right? He doesn't know. Then why do you even bring it up? If you don't know, why do you bring it up? And why is our propaganda, news outlet, the Volkskrant, here in English, new escalation in Nexperia feud, China publishes names of Dutch spies. They say it's certain, but this is a copy of it. So it doesn't match, right? Now let's get into the real article, what they were talking about. Remember what they said, the Hungarian website. So I have it on a PDF because it's not available anymore on that Hungarian website. But it's very important because the date here. That's the 29th of October, right? Yeah, month 11, 2025, right? And the day was 29. That's how we read in Chinese. If I read it like that, it's very confusing to convert it back to English or to Dutch for that matter. And this is the entire, here you have the pictures of them, etc. But look, it is quite, it doesn't look on a high quality, right? But that doesn't matter. But we will get into that. This the whole entire article before people start to tell me, it's fake, CCP propaganda. And here is something else. And that is why. This is a true website, LiveJournal. And this was written by Jack873, written or posted, whatever. And this is the article. Does it look familiar, the article? And look how sharp the pictures all of a sudden are. Look how sharp everything is, right? So this is the voice, invoice, etc. Right? This is the original. It is not that one from the Hungarian side. This is the original. And you know what's funny? It's from November 26, 2025. And this one is from 29. 3 days later. 3 days later, somehow it got on a Hungarian site, but before it was on LiveJournal. So written in Chinese traditional. Now, a lot of people from the West don't know, what do you mean Chinese traditional? What I mean with that is there is a difference. Traditional is the old script, but the mainland China, what you always call China, is writing in Simplified. Almost looks similar, and a lot of characters are similar, but there are a lot of differences. So I did run it through Google, and that is why I see here Chinese traditional, right? And that's different because you see it's also a Chinese Simplified. Why is it important? Because Chinese from the mainland don't write in traditional characters. You know who does? People from Taiwan and also Hong Kong, right? Now this is important, understand that. Who is Jack873? I have him here. This is his site on LiveJournal, right? Jack873. And he calls himself Whistleblower, Taiwan Insider, right? Here's his article. And then when we go to profile, now it's getting very interesting. Journal created on 26 November 2025. Updated 26 2025. Name is Taiwan Insider. Location, Netherlands. You are going to tell me, news outlet Volkskrant, that you could not find this. You're going to tell me that nobody in the Netherlands could find this. Huh. That is why I say another day, another lie. Dutch edition. This is a major propaganda, news outlet. One of the biggest. It got tons and tons of money. And the most expensive and most skilled propagandist, a journalist. But they failed to find this. And the original, which was written on November 26th and not on the 29th. And they could not see that this here is Chinese traditional and not simplified, as the people in mainland write. Really? Let me know in the comment section if you think that this is too difficult for them to find. Or do you think that these propaganda, journalists just made an honest mistake? I don't know. I'm asking you. Now let's go. All right. So I have here the video of TaiwanPlus News, a Taiwanese news outlet, and listen carefully, and I will translate a little part of it.
Flight details, meeting records, even photos of the delegation. This article has raised eyebrows in Taiwan. It claims that 6 senior officials from Taiwan's Military Intelligence Bureau secretly traveled to the Netherlands in May to meet with their Dutch counterparts. Details about their identities and itinerary were then leaked online. The article also alleges that the Netherlands asked Taiwan to help spy on 2 top Chinese semiconductor experts. Taiwan's defense ministry denies the allegations, blaming China's intelligence efforts for the report.
Taiwan denies the allegations. That's interesting. So those were not spies from Taiwan, or are they? The article is from Hungary, Europe Master website. So I have to translate it because it may be hard to read. Owned by the pro-Beijing Chinese community there. It spreads claims about intelligence sharing and allied agencies. The Bureau said today that this information is distorted and does not align with facts.
Taiwan's National Security Bureau also...
So it does not align with facts according to Taiwan, right? According to Taiwan.
Saying it'll conduct a thorough investigation into possible internal accomplices.
那要尽速的来进行内部的调查，到底是人安的问题还是治安的问题？那另外，在船上的部分也会来溯源，知道他那个操作的手法以及可能背后的目的。
So they are more likely to think that maybe it is from something inside, but they deny the allegations about spying or whatever. It's a little bit weird for our propaganda, news outlet, the Volkskrant. New escalation in Nexperia feud. China publishes names Dutch spies. Really? Really? Volkskrant, how did you get to that point exactly? Would you mind write an article to explain it to your Dutch audience? Because according to Taiwan, it is not so. And according to the original article, It came not from Hungary. And according to Jack's profile, the whistleblower, it's from the Netherlands. And again, Taiwan itself says, no, these are not based on facts, etc. Now, it could be, obviously, that Taiwan says, no, we're not going to acknowledge that we have spies working together with Dutch spies, right? The Netherlands, as far as I know, still has not said that it was not true, that these indeed were not spies or whatever. So, if the Netherlands is not saying that these are not their spies, then they're basically admitting to undermining China's sovereignty. Because why? The Netherlands' position, official government of position, is that Taiwan is an inalienable part of the People's Republic of China. And it knows that it is basically still in a civil war, although it's a civil Cold War. But if you're going to collude with others, which would be the separatists of Taiwan in this case, and you are colluding with their spies, then you are undermining China's sovereignty. So the only thing that all this propaganda, or news outlets have been telling us is that the Netherlands is undermining China's sovereignty. That's basically the only thing that we can be almost sure of. Because as they said, whether they really are names of security service employees, Hofstede doesn't know. Netherlands, honestly. We all know what you're doing. But do you really need to put it in a newspaper? Honestly, oh my God, I'm going to get sued again. Under the free speech laws of the Netherlands. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what you all thought of this. I'm sorry, it was a little bit messy. Before I go, because a lot of people ask to support my work, so I have now a Buy Me a Coffee link. There is one thing though. If you're short of cash or you do not have too much, please do not donate. A simple like and a share and a follow is be more than enough for me. But for the people who want to and who are financially really capable, go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you in advance. Your favorite half Chinese. Have a great day.